My fellow Ambazonian them, my contributing for down for ground zero. Welcome to this week of Ambazonia Press Hour, the show where we review statements released throughout the week by our president, Dr. Sako, as well as other current events that way that they happen for our liberation struggle. This Sunday, so now a very, very, very special Ambazonia Press Hour because we get some distinguished guests them for house. One of the first distinguished guests then our brother, our Ambazonian brother from the Great Mezam, who we no need introduction. This is no other than Nijo, one half of Resource Mobilization Team. Brother Nijo, how far?
I'll send them out on the forum.
Yeah, but I won't be able to be going.
Well, it looks like Nijo has two hats on today because he not only is he involved in the resource mobilization side on the Zoom meeting that we're having for draft collection, but he's also here with me to answer some questions and explain to our people what the draft is all about. This draft has really inspired many of us. It has shown the international community, has shown the world. It has, added to the strength of our people in Ground Zero in the fact that we want and need this independence. It's not only a want and a need. Nijo.
Dr. Wame, greetings.
Greetings, my big brother. How are you?
No, I did fine. Thank you for the opportunity for joining you for your wonderful platform.
Good. Again, as I said, Nijo is from the Great Mezam. He's an Ambazonian who needs no introduction, and he's one half of the resource mobilization team. We also know who the better looking half of the resource mobilization team is, naturally.
Yes. You don't need to introduce Irene at all.
Yes. So, as we always do with the Ambazonia Press Hour, we always like to start with a moment of silence. And I know one of the traditions we like to carry on that Nijo, introduced for us, that he motivated us to do, is to at least mention the names of those who we are doing the moment of silence for. So we're going to do a moment of silence. And again, it hasn't been long since we lost our children in Kumba. So this moment of silence is for our children who we lost in Kumba, the Victorine Gameni and Namgim Jennifer, Gemon Princess, Tietelma, Zakamerima, and Chima Cindy, as well as the restoration forces who are boring our land with their blood. This moment of silence is for them. Please, everyone, moment of silence. May the souls of the dearly departed rest in perfect peace and in strength until we reach Boya and after. So, Nijo,
Yes, sir.
war draft, or the Ambazonia war draft.
Yeah.
In a nutshell, what is it about?
What is it about? Simple. It's a draft a responsibility like all the other nations that have had to go through the struggle that we are going through now, would call their citizens to support their government by donating some finances. We all know the world of today is a capitalistic world. You cannot do anything without money. We have a government that is serving the Ambazonia people. We have a local government, and we have county leaders. All of these different levels of government and different tiers of government require funding, and the only way we could do this is to lay this to the Ambazonian people and request that every Ambazonian person, citizen, donates $1,000 minimum between May and December 30th. And we've come close to December 30th, and today is the day we're going to use as motivation. And as Myrin puts it, is a day to give out receipts to those people who have purchase their items before us. People where they don't finish their own payment before the 30th of December, today not their day. We want to use some like motivation, like example for sure the people where they still doubt, they still drag their feet down. We know some plenty of people already pay more than 90%. So that last push, when you run race, that last
Hmm.
meter, last kilometer, now it really hard. So we stand for road today. Now for the wave Ambazonian flag, for the clap for those people that they around 800 $800, $900, 850, 700. Say now only short, now only small distance, only small thing for finish them now. And then we want thank those people that already crossed the line, give their own winning prizes. Well, for today, now receipt as my put on for to say yes, we don't recognize when I say when I don't finish when I don't finish with our own contribution, but we encourage one use this example for encourage the people where they don't almost they finish and people when they never start. Some people they way they the one for see where to go, how things they turn around before they put their hand for their pocket. So we want to use this example for remind those people say, look, this is real. People they donate money, they don't finish. So that's why we're here today on the 13th of December.
That was a very good and detailed explanation, Nijo. You, I just want to take us back a little bit because Ambazonia Press Hour is not just me alone. I served Ambazonian people here with Dr. Yaya and my able brother, Comrade Walter. Comrade Walter, welcome. How are you?
Well, thank you very much, Comrade Dr. Ngwabe. I also want to acknowledge the presence of Nijo, who has
I'm
been
about,
around the clock.
I'm
Ngang
about,
Sakaba, who actually is really a great pleasure today. We just want to draw the attention of Ground Zero to say we are here because of them and they are there because of us. So it's a kind of collective work and we will never be tired since they are never tired. We just want to give more courage to the military as well as all those who are putting things together to see that we arrive boya in time, but also to call the attention on each and every one that you should help us just share the links as we continue to bring you precious information for common interests. So we want to thank you all and also to tell you that exercise enough patience because there's a rich packet for you. When you see members of the resource mobilization team already around, you know that there is a good information for you. So we want to thank you all for your patience and we just continue to push on. Thank you.
All right, great, Comrade Walter. So I guess back to the topic at hand. Nijo, I believe you. I mean, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe you're a marathon runner, right? You do marathon running.
absolutely, I can't do without. Yes, I do.
Yes, yes. So you're a marathon runner. So what have
Yes,
you use what you have learned in successfully completing your marathon running that you can explain to our people in the diaspora who maybe have not yet finished draft or maybe who
yeah,
want to draft but they are afraid of the $1,000 distance if
yeah,
you understand.
yes,
So can you please explain how you
yes.
pace yourself?
First thing, Doc, is to be self-disciplined. That's the first step. If you know if you discipline yourself, you know if you run marathon. If you know discipline yourself, you know if you do plenty things. Take this drought for instance. Not be sprint where we did. Not be for rush, finish quick. No, no. Now take them small. So normally when I'm on the track, when you do run that one, you call them pace. Now say make you do no run too quick and not run too slow. For you for do that one, you get to know how much, for instance, you dey earn a month. When this issue be there for hand for May, every person where he earn money monthly, he go sit down, look, see how much he go use for pay rent, how much he go use for help family for back home, how much he go use for do this and that. And then he say, okay, if this be the case, and I get between May and December for finish this draft, I want to make sure say every month may I put a certain amount of money aside. If you don't start that way, you see say it be very easy. It's like you don't enter Jangi with yourself. You just say every month I must contribute this amount of money. If not $200, you put $200 every month. Now, how many months will be? So by October, I'll be finished my own around September because I'll be giving myself 250 every month. Every month, I must put 250. Then when I be finished, I add small on top for support the boys them for because if not with ground zero, we for day here the West time. So we pay all the respect for all the fighters on ground zero. So we add on top of my Jangi where I be pick and for contribute for my own draft. I add 2 months to 250 again for say this one I for sure say if I be day ground zero, myself I fulfill hold that gun, I enter for bush. So now the key thing, Dr. Nwambe, now for pace yourself. Now for look at your income, split it up, then put amount of money where you put small every month. That way it will be easy for all of we where we the earn na monthly.
The answer you gave, Nijo, it's as if, we Ambazonians, we all have one brain, because that is the exact same method that I used. I know we in our Bafut and Mezam, we drafted, I think, in June, July. So I
Yeah.
knew, as you said, how much money I needed to be either sending home, my own personal things for here, and all that kind of stuff. So I started with a
Yeah.
bolus of $250. And then I said,
Mhm.
we have 7 months from June, or is it July, to the end of the year. I can pay either
Absolutely.
120 $150 each month until I finish. And that's what I essentially did. Some months I paid a little extra. Some months maybe I didn't pay, but knowing that if I pay in December or January, it would not hurt me so much. And I've completed.
Yeah.
So great
Yeah.
Ambazonian minds think alike. That's what I'm seeing.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. That the easier way. That the easier way for do. Thank you.
Yes, yes. So we for I don't know, like for when I for Great Britain or UK, I don't know how when our own military they do for there, but for here for US for America, US military they get this thing called selective service. Selective service. Now that thing where time any man picking we eat turn. I even think say they don't add woman picking in for there, but anyway, any man picking we don't reach the age of 18, he get for
Mhm.
register a name with the government for draft purposes, just in case. Not I say draft day, but just in case if any man attack the US, they'll know who side for find the man picking name, may they come fight. All man get for do
Yeah.
them, whether you get doki or you no get doki, all man picking
Yeah.
when they turn 18, they get to submit that thing, selective service. In a nutshell, that is what the draft is. It's a requirement where all Ambazonian and give for draft. Wait till we fit all the other people the way they look this struggle to liberate all of us, not including those who are saying we don't believe for this thing. What can you tell those people who have not drafted Nijo about why
Yeah.
it is required that they pay?
Well, Doc, thank you, thank you. The issue, I say, in real life, we always get people where they be contented with whatever environment they're around. But some of we too, we talk say environment where they not correct. We fit improve them small, and for improve them now for look the kind relationship where la republic now we neighbors. No be them they will be with Godfather. So we look at that relationship where you and I, your neighbor, they now you did do everything for you. We talk say no, this thing not correct. If we go back for history, we be being our brothers. The day for that side with the French people, we there for we on side with English people. Then the same we join together, but it no means say make the climb she don't on top, stand on she don't on top of we head. So we dey tell Ambazonians where this story no be story where you grow na grow you hear. Now we they live this life. Now we they see thing where they happen. Now the republic they do this thing therefore with people then. Since they declared this war for 2017, that they bring gun, they shoot people. Sorry, me, I just bring this one for mention Rambo. Rambo, now one of we fighters, where yesterday they come, La Republic soldiers come for we LGA, shooty point blank, shooty point blank run. Go them back for their motto. We that time for silence. I know we want interrupt, but now one of the people that I will get them from my mind for say now one of the people that were yesterday around 24 say getting to 30 hours now. Either for village, they bring gun, come shoot it, throw it. If Ambazonians they hear this kind of treatment and it not trigger them for support their LGA, then we get into a situation where now that kind Amazon people the way we get Ambazonians where they know care what did happen. As long as they did them fine. But if you then get cousins for back home for ground zero and you see things where they go through, we were there outside here, we fit they pretend, say we know they know all this bad thing that they happen. Even you know they see for social media, you call your people back home, they know they tell you at least sorry for people that are there for ground. And one of the things that where as a human being you get a duty for follow thing where your government don't ask you for do. We don't get government. We know say people that they would still down say, oh, now Facebook country. No, that age for Facebook don't pass. We've got a see thing where it happen. That Facebook it don't grow now. We country, we get with flag, we get with national anthem, we get with boundaries. I don't know which way people where they still feel say Ambazonia and a Facebook country, which the one women will do. But we go make appeal, that's all. How way they still drag skin for join we did beg them, we did plead with them. So make the join make we fight this fight. We will not go beg end for day. We did draw lines, we did what we help the fighters for ground zero. Say after this draft event where they can't finish for December, we did give receipts, time go reach way. If you're there for white man country, you want go back for go do whether not build your house or for cry die or for marriage, we will need for see your receipt for this war. Because with the struggle, say may you go back, go marry that woman or cry die or build that good house, and you turn your face, say you're not there for that struggle. But when we don't fight, then road clear, you go back for that country, you could pay your own tax. And that time we go more something. You know only pay the tax. When you go borrow my money, you not pay. When you come for pay, it is more small thing on top. So my appeal for people that they drag skin, I say join make we fight this fight like one person. It will be easier. Many hands that they talk say it do light work. If when I should don't want to quiet, we struggle with this fight. How would they kill people daily for ground zero? We go revenge for una. We no go leave am say make that people don't die, make their blood pass for nothing. Make you go enjoy. When the for why man talk say if you want play, you get for pay.
Yep.
If you want to play, you have to pay. If you want to go for ground zero, you get for pay your tax. This draft, that tax where Ambazonian government don't talk say all Ambazonian picking them, make they pay, make they struggle, fight, send these thief people out of the country, take our country back. We don't make appeal since 2016 with the beg. Now 2020 this, we don't put this draft. It can't finish on the 30th. We go draw line by January next year. These rules. In fact, but some of we fighters for some LGS they already implement. So if you get something for do for village, they ask you for your receipt. Say you did come so you see a kelebe them for road. You see them this. You know war way there for Cameroon for we country. Who say your receipt for show say you did support this war. We don't start, but 2021. No be say na some. It go be na all restoration forces they will get the power for check every person when he enter for Ambazonia for do anything, particularly person where come off for white man country, because we don't beg for 3-4 years now. Small time with the partner order.
Yep, Nijo, you are 100% correct. When these people who have not, where they no support our brother them and our mommy them, whether it's through humanitarian or self-defense, we go avenge the fact say they no be pay, and that avenge where we go avenge on now through either extra taxes them where they'll get for pay, or maybe some kind of extra visa fee. I don't know. We'll decide on now that kind of avenge what we'll do. Now through we'll get for avenge in a form of equity, financial equity. That's what we mean by avenge. May no man no misconstrue any some kind of statement there. So we're joined as I be talk today now a very special day of Ambazonia Press Hour, and we be joined by one of our a very distinguished guest, a very distinguished Ambazonian patriot from Babisi LGA and the mighty Ngokitunja County. This is no other than the Honorable Amos, who serves our people as the chairman of the country and regional coordinators. My brother Amos, welcome all. Well, Ibi talk say you don't enter, so now I reference he. So, Comrade
Now
Walters,
una
Brother
put
Walter.
me in.
Oh, okay.
Una dey get me.
My man. Bro, how
Una
for
dey
you
hear
now?
me.
Yo, we hear you
Oh, I dey
Yes.
well.
fine. I dey fine. We dey push am. We dey push am.
Yes.
We dey
Good,
push
good.
am. Una dey see una
So,
good.
good, good. So, Comrade Amos, Chair Amos,
Yeah.
why you be
Yes.
draft? Why did you draft?
Yeah. Me a draft because we need we independence. We get for restore we independence. Restoring we independence, I be draft for put the firework for ground zero. Because we brothers them and sisters them wey dey fight for we, dem dey in need of those materials. Them. If you fit permit me, I begin for greet una. Uh, Walters, Comrade Wembe, Wambe, sorry. And then we need Joe. I thank Comrade Ngwewe them and Walters for the invitation. Where they invite me for this very important program and very special event. That is the pre-recovering phase one. For the great Ambazonians, greet all Ambazonians, and for the great job they do for this liberation struggle. Uh, and they do all this work so for fasting the time where we get for rich boy. And this one at the right way, and the right way for me to reach boy very fast. Now for put that action for ground zero. Be very important for we. At this moment, if you fit permit me to again, and I greet our restoration forces where they did down, they did for the ground. Now they did do the because with their presence for ground, where they did work, all that work do and so it did push the diplomacy, sorry, diplomacy, and it did push everything for a struggle. So I want to thank them so much for which they give their lives for. And for we, for diaspora, to understand, say, be very important for we for pay our draft. Because our own way that will help them. Will we help them? If people, they redeem their pledges, will be very important. They redeem their pledges. Because with these funds, where they come from draft, will help we for increase our fire action where they for down. Fire action we do for that will be very important. And I could lastly thank also we community leaders for the great job we do for sensitize with people them, mobilize with people them. I thank them for services, especially country and regional coordinators them, where they do a great job for their various countries them for mobilize people them. I should introduce them. I thank you for that introduction. We great county of Ngokutunja, we small so there will be pepper. So and now I'm buitu with the decona we the BLM. I will not only get for depend on these few counties where they put the action for ground. I will feel say the better counties a bit involved. I mean be a collective this thing we'll get for fight for. This fight get for big collective. Not being for one man thing. So is I go back all we make we try for pay with draft and then help for keep this La Republic out of the territory. Thank you, my host them.
Yes, Comrade Amos, thank you for that very elaborate statement, and for especially for calling the names of all those who are stepping up to sacrifice for our to restore our liberation and to defend us our stolen sovereignty. Thank you so much, brother Walter, my able press secretary.
Yeah.
Why did you draft? I know you have drafted, but what was the motivating factor behind you, or what are the motivating factors with an S behind why you have drafted?
The thing is that some of this idea was triggered from the past and present reality of other revolutions that have come across the world and Africa in particular. Recently, we think about Eritrea, we think about Somaliland, and to name just these. You see, from their testimony, they said there were people who refused to draft because they didn't believe in their liberation. But later on, they came to realize that the liberation was a reality. And today, those who were not even active, those who were not even concerned, they were the very first people who ran to the country to take refuge. And they were so happy with their nation. But unfortunately, they also had a tax to pay because they were reminded from the very day that they refused to contribute to the collective push. So through this way now, they were taxed double. The penalty was huge, but they had to pay. So from this past, everyone could understand that there is a need for these kind of things to happen because just as we never believed that it will come a time when we shall pick arms, we used to look at all those things that were happening to other countries. But now we are facing the reality. So some of these penalties will not be different. So consequently, conscious of about this, I could not hesitate to take responsibility to see how I can forage into my coat pocket and start off my draft as fast as possible. But one other thing that motivated me to even start this adventure was the approach of the resource mobilization team. They made it in such a simple way that it will not belabor anybody, no matter who you are. First of all, they kept us in constant reminder, and they tried to make us how we could split the budget uh, in bits in such a way that you will not feel the impact. It is just like you go and borrow a television and they tell you that look at instead of you for paying this TV for 1,000 euro as a block, you can be paying in piecemeal 50 euros, and before you discover by the end of the year you have cleared your penalty. So this is the same kind of motivation and this kind of education that we receive from the resource mobilization team, coupled with past history from other revolution, that motivated me in particular that no, I don't want to be a victim. You see, so from there, I will really encourage each and everyone that look, it's a challenge that we all will face, and but it's a challenge that you will not regret it because you are fighting for something that is rightly yours. You are fighting to a place where we shall all end there in our burial. You are fighting for a place where your children shall have a liberty like what you see other children here enjoying. So all of them have gone through these stages. But because some of us did not realize that this is what they have gone, we didn't feel it. But thanks to the resource mobilization team and their skills to reach out to everyone, I think that it's a good way for us to act as a goodwill ambassadors to take these simple ideas that they have instilled in us to disseminate the information so that those who were not able to understand how simple they could meet up with their draft, they can also pick up from here.
Yes, I think you're very right in in the statements that you have made, and you know, I think some of the points that you raised lead me to ask the next questions to I'll start with Nijo and then go to Comrade Amos and then of course you, my brother Walter. Nijo, is it been a crime for for thing where it be na your own? Is it not crime for fight for thing where it be your own?
Absolutely not a crime. The whole all your neighborhood dog will come out. Before I come to that, may I welcome our comrade Amos on board, and the name for a county Nango Ketunja, and we host the name na two names where to put them together Nangwa and Be. So Nangwa Mbe. Okay. So if you feel called Ngokutunja, you call Ngwambe.
True.
Okay. Right. So welcome on board.
Yeah, sure,
Yes.
sure. Thank you.
Yeah.
Um, the thing where you talk now, if something that you're on, what we start with when we grow up, Accra. When mommy then we come back from market, we buy small Accra for share and for family where on a day. You know, say your big brother, them they always want for trick you, take you go for backside, then cut small part for your own. But when you start cry, what did it happen? Your big sister or your elder brother, another elder brother go find out, say now wait till be wrong. Now wait till they cry. So wait till we do now, Ambazonians now say we cry, we complain for we neighbors then. For the whole world. Say we can't help we this as Comrade Walter talk, we be entitled to the inheritance for we land. For man for come 14 when I are on the take them. We with power. May I give you an example where the whole world was look for this palava for can't help we and say for white man country where we there, so we there for white man country where they don't agree for Europe here. All them around 1972 or 1970 say may we come together begin open one market begin sell thing for this so that when I come for sell thing may I not pay ticket money for you want for can't sell your thing for my country may I not ask you for ticket money and so on. You know when you go sell something for market you pay ticket before you enter. So they agree. Say for European Union, all them go begin the trade. May man, you get savon for sale for me, you no go pay ticket. So that if I get toothbrush or tissue for sell for your own country, I no go pay ticket. This country where they Queenie land, where not them can't take we own land again for different people. We there for their land, they don't stay for that market. 2 years back, they talk say no, they don't their own time don't correct. The one commode them, the one did them on their own. One gun, they not be fired up. One. But if you just think back, the situation what we there with La Republique, when at them, these people where we there for their country, they be negotiate that arrangement. Now it's supposed to be not the same. Because when they be one do, they be full we leader them that time. They be full Mfoncha, the full Muna, the full Dr. Endele, the full Dr. Folon. Say these people will not go stay in a man and a neighbor. Where would not be the same? Where if Papa put something for table, you go pick and you want divide them, you divide them 50-50. If today you be headman for this class, next time when one come on, the next headman will be not the other person. Now, so if they be full we say we will stay. How way we lead at for that time, Dr. Foncha and Muna and the other people they agree. These people were there for their own country, so they not be hell we for see say make they put book for down agree say now so una go be. They run. You know when you did look money picking, when that picking don't grow, you want send it back, you give some small paper for talk say, look, me now you don't finish today, you be big man, go. They take that paper, instead of give them for John Book Forcha, they go give them for Hijo. And Hijo, they like na headmaster for school. We come out from situation where we there, where now people where they man and your brother, small, all small thing will be there for we on side for that country, they take and go over for their own country. Then they convert we everything what they do now we get for the year for them. Now them they tell we thing for do for we on side. No, then they come. If you don't ever drive motor for Ambazonia, or your pa or your uncle drive motor for Ambazonia, you go for buy petrol for 5 different places them. If you're lucky, you will get one where the person where they sell the petrol, you know, they talk the same country talk. It tell like they put law, say any man will go to sell petrol for Ambazonia, it must come on for that other side. Can't they sell petrol for Ambazonia? So that anytime you go for buy petrol, you get for learn French, you talk for French before they sell you petrol. Now only one example that. If you be say you don't drive motor for Ambazonia, you go for petrol the way if they talk English. Now one thing that when the question now I say, why? If we be brother and sister we stay together, why you want open shop for Ambazonia? Why you never take Ambazonia picking me sell petrol? You must go bring picking for your side. Make it come sell petrol for Ambazonia. Where the picking the talk where I not go here. Leave petrol, go for hospital. My mommy day, you don't know how to read book, you don't know how to write book. If you see with Bele, you want go see doctor for general hospital. Doctor they tell my mommy say bonjour. Now the way that way they salon my mommy where my mommy don't know how to read book and book. Doctor way is supposed for listen for you, for hear thing where how your belly they bite, for know they can't medicine for right time. You know they hear what you did talk. and you know the hear thing where they talk, but you dey sick, and you there for your mercy. He there for help you. That kind doctor, if he understand the sick way you dey sick, man where you dey talk, you know the hear, he dey talk, you know the hear. Leave hospital, go for school, small, 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 small. If you meet 5 teacher for road, 3 they come on at that other side. Can't join 2 for this we side for teach we begin them. Teacher they enter class, and they talk, begin not to hear. Begin the talk, teacher not to hear. Now, which kind of school that? I bring this example now for just support the fact where it talks say if wait why would they struggle? This struggle now say we get thing when are we on different person can't take them, and we don't cry now. We don't get for position where this palaver don't pass. We get we inheritance where we they cry for we neighbor them. Say look, we they suffer over. When these people don't leave their own side, they can't take we own thing them for here. No una help we. And I tell you una wait, the Ambazonia the way they know they follow we, make they know now say we big neighbor them, quarter head them, fund them for the other village them around we compound. Don't begin here say that your neighbor where we talk some una they stay like brother and sister. As we come out, if we change talk, they don't hear that complaint. So now you would beg Ambazonia and they say, now we will neighbor they don't hear, quarter head they don't hear, fund they hear, and that palaver they pass them, they sorry for we, the one can listen for we, make una come, we join head, we join hand together. They say many hand they do light work. Make una come, we put our head together. Small, we put small money because you no fee go for war because within a war, you go empty hand. They go beat you now.
Yep.
And if thing where we fight for now we on, we go do everything. We dey ask every Ambazonian pikin say, come join we, make we struggle, get to where it belong for we. As we talk, not be for we, not be for me, not be for you. We picking, you picking them. They go for that place and they go live this kind of life we would live for here. Thank you.
Yep. You know, Comrade Amos, you know, as you see me so now, I do refer to French Cameroon late President Ahidjo as French Cameroon's own black leg. Ahidjo will be now French Cameroon their own black leg. And if they will stand up, handle that situation, handle that black leg named Ahidjo, French Cameroon know for the mess where it day now. So I just want to put that one because I know say Nijo be bring up Ahidjo. So I just want to say that man, black leg, and you know what we get for do for with black leg them. But would you want to look and find Comrade Amos?
Yeah.
As a continuation of my question, now crime for fight for thing where it be your own. I mean, you don't ever get situation for your own family where you be the group so where you begin for you find energy, fight for that thing when are your own.
No, not be crime, not be fight for way to win our own. And I go come from place where my senior comrade Nijo, he talk about some certain things. I might just make an example. You get the seaport, Olimbe, or Victoria precisely. Yeah, we'll not come up with that their colonial names. Yeah. So we get the seaport for Victoria. Then incapable for can build seaport for Victoria. Every day they push sand for Douala, push water for Douala, just because say it didn't for area. We resources them all, now we own them. You want to go for international, for United Nations, it be written for they say, now we own them. You see. So if we just fly over, we think them will we get them with a destroyer all. We hear about power cam. We get about public works, WD now, public works department, Cameroon Bank, marketing board, even with airlines them, where they keep the function, Then they do all the way in Owaka, they flubblize for history. With people then will begin to grow away with history, will begin to learn a lie them where they did for them. You know how we be aching some person live without the history. There will be no European history. There will be no world affairs. American history will be no. Their own history will lie. So we get for fight, forget what we want. And when you go just on funds them, when school, law, basic thing for any society, on a francophone thing them, we not be we own. Then we'll get for stop them. Their president talks it so they want assimilate we know. They don't try for the past years of assimilate we, they not succeed. Like evident. So I want say make we I just beg, say we will concentrate. For with another draft, then draft more these people they're out of place. The international community don't listen, they don't see them. Germany, UK, all countries talk about this Swiss stock. This Swiss stock that they talk about them will go there because say now for people they feel settled in them. But since when are people where they like problem, they want to take people their thing, they will not be their own. They still struggle. At the end of the day, they go there. So we will keep on, and we get for do the last thing, then we will for finish this work. Now that draft, that money because we boys and they need that money. All we restoration forces and for all the counties. We all live the one the great job with the one the Fongo, we the BLM and the other ones they do you would more money give these boys their materials. They go keep them out. We want man for action. One who will go for that action for ground. We'll push that diplomacy as I've been doing before. I say Comrade Gwambe, I pronounce your name fine. I've got need to be put me for test. So I've pronounced So Gwambe, my comrade, my brother, we get for push this thing, make people they contribute. They need money. And one will be frank to for talking them. We source of income, it come from we people. Need you then no fine. When they do the mobilization, where we will be community leaders, they will go ask people their money. We get for give those people them account for way to way. We do things, then we tell people they say, now this thing we don't do them. We then see them how they don't do all those things. We will move, I know Ambazonians them. We will move more money again, give them again. So now the thing that what do be very important. I come to your question. It be very important with all these things that were this time. My senior comrade need Joe talking to. Be worth for we or fight and get which way now we own. Thank you.
Okay, so my brother then, as we know, said this show was supposed to be a pre-show to the Zoom meeting that is going on. You know, we respect our institutions so much and we want to strengthen our institutions. And with that being said, President Dr. Sako of the interim government of the Federal Republic of Ambazonia, he is in the house on the Zoom meeting. So my brother Adam, we're going to take a break from the show and join the Zoom meeting to hear our president. Oh, no, sorry, in 15 more minutes. Our producer, Comrade Oben, is telling us in 15 more minutes. So, okay, good. So that on the top of the hour will come Ogowe. So may we continue. So, Comrade Walter.
Yeah,
you know,
if you permit me.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
You know, I sitting there for my hand. I want us see if I feel come out. You know, that Zoom too. I did behind many things there. Yeah, so I'll be just as we'll be talk. I just beg for see whether on if you permit me. Make a joint president for that site. Yeah, so that for me would try for work for make the thing very successful.
Yes, bro. You know, we want to thank you so much for blessing us with your voice and with your face and with your ideas. And I know you are multitasking. So yes, definitely, we go join you small time.
Okay, thank you now. I thank you now. All thank Ambazonians for the great job we did do. We'll keep on pushing. We go almost to the final point. We are there nearer. Thank you so much. Greetings, everyone.
Yeah,
Hi.
Patriotamus, take care. Take care, take care. So,
Thank you.
in continuation with you, Brother Walters, there's an adage that goes that if you don't stand for something, you won't stand for anything. What can you tell those descendants of Ambazonians who are living abroad who are still yet to join this journey to Boya, to the restoration of our sovereignty?
Uh, I think that we could say from the very beginning from this struggle, we had seen how the revolution comes up and goes down. That was in the past. But as from 2016, things has never been the same. From the beginning, when the whole world, wherever the sons and daughters of the children of Southern Cameroonians are residing, everybody mobilized their community for common interests. So they began to draw the attention of what is happening back home to the world. And I feel that no one can pretend that he is an island or he is so ignorant that at this moment he is not conscious of what is going on. Um, the fact that we all have been able to see blood flowing from both the northern and southern zone, very dreadful atrocities that are coming up every day. All mother killed in their houses, babies killed in their room. Sometimes they drop them even in hot oil. I mean, what other information would trigger you when you get all these kind of barbaric and inhuman activities? A huge number of Southern Cameroonians now are out of their homeland in exile as refugees in a foreign land. News has picked up this, and we all are informed that this particular phenomenon is something very regrettable. Villages have been razed. So many things going on at the same time. Who in the world at this moment with soul will not feel that there is something happening in the land? We all came from somewhere. Even if you have lived in the United States for the next 50 years, if you have lived in Britain for the next 100 years, if you had lived in Germany for the past 2,000 years, you came from somewhere and you are still connected to where you came from. If the slaves that were bundled from left to right and taken to the new
Lamia.
world, up to today they can still know where they came from their descendant. What about you who just left, either for studies, either for some exchange of work, or either for some marriage, or some one or two reasons that took you abroad? How can you pretend not to know what is happening in your own land? So it is just what we call a moral obligation for you just to feel that, listen, I cannot keep pretending that I'm not conscious of what is happening in my land, especially at this moment when we all are full with grief and sorrow. So it is for this particular purpose that each and everyone, after taking a critical examination of themselves, will say, no, I think that I cannot continue fooling myself. I am very aware of something at this moment, and I think I can act in my own way. That's why you see the structure of the government is such a one that permits each and everyone to have something to contribute. If you don't want to contribute for the military struggle for our liberation, you can decide to say, okay, I'll go for the humanitarian where I will take care of the refugees. I will take care of those in prison. I will take care of other wounded persons. If you don't want to go through that humanitarian, you can decide to say, listen, there is a means for communication. Even now that we are here disseminating information to the people, how do you think this house will function if they don't pay for the bill that is required for make it flow? So you might decide to say, okay, I will support communication. If you don't want to support communication, you decide to say, okay, I want to look in another way. You might decide to say, okay, I will just decide to give my funds as voluntary to the government, wherever to the treasury, they will now decide where they can channel it to. So there is so many opportunities that the government has opened the door so that we can come out in different angles in our way of supporting and push the struggle in different way. So our appeal is that we cannot pretend at this moment, after 4 years of all sort of happening, that we still ignorant of what is happening in our country called the Southern Cameroon, and pretend that we are not sure of what is happening or not conscious of what is happening. That's not true. So the only thing we can do is that, as we've said, that we continue to draw the attention of others, is that please take upon yourself and say, no, I think there is a need. What about a place that you go to support that does not even belongs to you? I have been supporting when the war was going in Somalia. I have support when war was going to in Congo. I have support other crises in the world. What about my own land now, where I come from? How can I pretend to say I am not conscious of what is happening when the same phenomenon that was going on in those other countries, I am now witnessing it as a proof to this fact? And one thing you have to understand in this war is that nobody can escape from this war. Whether you are inside or you are outside, whether you are direct or you are indirect, nobody. I have started when we started up as country head, mobilizing people in our different host country. We make this thing in an open platform in one demonstration. Now listen, this is the only war. This is the only project that nobody will escape from this project. Everybody will be treated equally. Even those who are even bold, like you and me, Nijo there, Comrade Amos, Dr. Ngwabe, all of us showing our face might even be better. Those who are pretending, let me tell you, they will surprise you one day at the airport. When they ask you, where are you from? You say, from Europe. They ask you French, you cannot speak French, you are a victim. They have many ways of accusing you. You take just newspaper, reading it, they see you reading a newspaper. Maybe some article there from one other from a writer, and you are accused. That's why you reading Southern Cameroon news, and that is enough to jail you. So why do you pretend on something? Better you stand and die as a coward, as a hero, I beg your pardon, than to die like a coward. Because at the end result, even we will still die. So why do you not liberate your land? How can you be enjoying the harvest from other people, living in a foreign land that you know very well that these people fought to in order to have their own liberty? It is time for we to plead to all those our brothers and sisters who are somewhere, that listen. From the beginning, we gave you an excuse that, well, you didn't understand what was happening. But after 4 years of different happenings, with news left and right, with the Android generation, no, except you are living in a neurotic world, then I would have said, no, maybe you are still in the cave, you don't know what's happening. Not now. Even in the cave, you can still have information. So our appeal is that, please, let's not continue to defeat ourselves. You cannot fool all the people all the time. Just come out and say, listen, I think therefore I am. Cogito egoisu. And then from there, you just decide to say, all right, now let me take and join my brothers for this just cause. I repeat, for this just cause. United Nations have been singing it. United Nations has been singing it. First in history, it should tell you that this thing has reached a level where there is no turning back. It's just like the film where they say the hard way, but the only way. That's it.
I mean, as we saw during the week at the UN meetings that were had, I mean, Germany came out and said that, you know, everyone needs to go to the negotiating table, and that's where this is going to end. So let La Republique and their citizens keep fooling themselves. So the president is about to come up. So closing statements, 30 seconds. Nijo, my dear big brother, go.
Thank you, Dr. Gwame. Thank you for the opportunity to have come and been taking part in your very famous show. What of it talk? If you have food the coal, now only one solution. You get them. Now for warm and for fire. Coal fit have just one solution. Take it to the fire. We feed the coal. We need for warmer. We did beg all Ambazonians for join we. Make we heat we food up. Think nothing be also you just sit down, fold your arms. Another person will come take and go. You just sit down. No, wake up. Even that, which kind of sleep you just sleep, you try wake up. Thank you.
Yep. So my fellow Ambazonians and lovers of Ambazonia, wherever you are, please click the join the Zoom link below of the Federal Republic of Ambazonia. The president is about to speak. Please copy the link in the banner below and join the Zoom link to hear the president of the Federal Republic of Ambazonia, our president, Dr. Samuel Ikome Sako. He's about to speak. A coward dies 1,000 deaths. A soldier dies but once. This goes to everyone out in the world who wants Ambazonia to see their freedom. Comrade Walters, your closing statement real quick so we can end.
Oh, yes. No, I just want to thank the resource mobilization team that has come at least to draw the attention of the people. And that is going to be like a continual exercise. So they should keep our form. They should graduate from all those distractions. May they not listen to people where they don't get nothing for offer. May they listen to people where they don't keep them, say, may they work for them. And at the people and where they don't come to talk for them. Now the only voice where they get for year because we don't get plenty distraction. So now we just want especially Comrade Amos two way don't come where a big man for all the country and regional coordinator where he don't come here so that he draw the attention so that all other people from the different countries they will continue this mobilization and for the follow way they will guide them towards that. So we also like for thanks, all right, since we're this press hour, they always come 8 o'clock every Sunday. Make people always come so that they feel always follow where they happen. So that they will get advantage from it of all these dignities and from time to time. And so they will be able to get precious information. So one time them, so we'll look forward for next week as we continue now.
Yes. So Ambazonia, remember, if Britain no fit share house with France for European Union, then why any man go expect we to share house with our Republic? Good night. You all have a safe and wonderful week. Prayers and guidance to the restoration forces and our people in Ground Zero. Good night.
Here in a nation flowing rivers and holy